I've had many happy moments in my life, yes. I don't think being happy is a perpetual state that anyone can be in. No, life isn't that way. But I suppose I have a certain peace of mind, yes.
Welcome back to our channel. Grace Kelly, a name that echoes through generations, a symbol of elegance and grace. She was not only the brightest star of Hollywood, but also became an eternal icon when she entered the world of royalty through her grand marriage to Prince Rainier III of Monaco. With her legendary beauty and a life that seemed like a fairy tale, Grace Kelly captivated the world. But behind that dazzling glamour lies a story of silent sacrifices, of dreams left unfulfilled, and of internal struggles. Her life wasn't simply a journey in search of glory, but rather a series of decisions that changed her fate. Ultimately, she faced the harsh challenges of love, fame, and confinement in the role of a princess. Faded dreams and great sacrifices transformed Grace's life into an emotional story, one that transcended luxury to portray the portrait of a true human being. Early life. Grace Patricia Kelly was born on November 12, 1929, in Philadelphia, into a family renowned not only for their accomplishments but also for the strictness in their education. Her father, John B. Kelly Sr., was a three-time Olympic gold medalist in rowing and a successful businessman in construction. Her mother, Margaret Mayer, was not only a physical education teacher but also the strong figure behind maintaining family discipline. From a young age, Grace lived in an environment of high expectations where success and family honor were always paramount. However, while her parents hoped their daughter would pursue respectable careers like teaching or nursing, Grace showed an intense passion for the arts from a very young age. She spent hours in front of the mirror, acting out plays she imagined in her head. At the age of 12, she participated in school plays, where she found immense joy in embodying different characters. Yet Grace's dream of pursuing the arts was not easily accepted by her family, especially her father, a conservative man with strict views on the entertainment world. To him, being an actor was not much different from other lowly jobs, and certainly not the future he envisioned for his daughter. His disapproval became the first major obstacle Grace had to overcome on her path to realizing her dream. Nonetheless, she never gave up. Grace's perseverance and determination became the driving force that helped her overcome every difficulty. Even when her family opposed her, Grace quietly nurtured a dream far bigger than anyone could imagine. Inside her, another path was unfolding, a world of theater lights and limitless opportunities. Early career. After years of living under the expectations and strict discipline of her family, Grace Kelly decided to find a new path to follow her dream. In 1947, she left Philadelphia and moved to New York, where she began her journey working as a model at Walter Thornton Modeling Agency. Although the advertisements she initially did were for ordinary products like insecticides and cigarettes, these jobs provided her with a steady income and gradually brought her closer to the arts world. Life in New York was full of challenges, but Grace never let these early struggles deter her. Modeling gave Grace the opportunity to connect with people in the entertainment industry. However, for her, these were only the first steps, and not enough to satisfy her passion for acting. With determination, Grace continually sought real acting opportunities. Her elegance and graceful demeanor quickly caught the attention of television producers. Her big break came in 1949 when she was invited to play the lead role in the television play Bethel Merriday, adapted from Sinclair Lewis's novel. This role marked Grace's entry into the world of television, a world she had long dreamed of. It was one of her first acting roles and helped her stand out in the entertainment industry. Television audiences were immediately captivated by her presence and natural acting talent. From then on, Grace appeared continuously on live television programs. In the 1950s, television was booming, and Grace was one of the rising young stars in the field. She appeared in nearly 60 television programs, including famous live productions such as Studio One, the Philco Television Playhouse, and Kraft Television Theater. Each role helped solidify her status in the entertainment world and allowed her to hone her acting skills further. Her television career not only gave Grace valuable experience, but also helped her build a name in the entertainment world. With her classic beauty, sophistication, and diverse acting ability, Grace quickly earned recognition from industry professionals. In 1950, Theater World magazine honored her as one of the most promising figures on the Broadway stage, marking an important milestone in her career journey: success in film. After appearing in nearly 60 live television programs, Grace found her first significant film opportunity in 1951 with a supporting role in 14 Hours. Although the role wasn't particularly prominent, it served as a stepping stone to the film industry, an area where she longed to shine. In 1952, Grace starred in High Noon alongside Gary Cooper. Though her role in the film was small in terms of screen time, her subtle acting and captivating appearance drew the attention of critics and audiences alike. This was the first time Grace began to carve out her own image in the hearts of viewers, and it opened doors to larger projects. A pivotal moment in Grace's career came in 1953 when she starred in Mogambo alongside Clark Gable and Ava Gardner. Not only was the film a commercial success, but it also earned Grace an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. Her standout performance in the film marked a leap in her career, helping her become one of Hollywood's brightest young stars. The success of Mogambo brought Grace Kelly into one of the most important professional relationships of her career, Alfred Hitchcock. Hitchcock recognized Grace's special potential and invited her to star in his 1954 film Dial M for Murder. Grace played Margot Wendis, a wife whose husband plots to have her murdered, a role that showcased her range from vulnerability to strength. The film's success not only solidified Grace's name, but also began a long collaboration between her and Hitchcock. Building on that success, Grace Kelly went on to star in 2 more Hitchcock films, Rear Window, 1954, and To Catch a Thief, 1955. In Rear Window, Grace played Lisa Fremont, the girlfriend of the main character, portrayed by James Stewart. This is one of the most memorable roles of Grace's career, as she perfectly combined dazzling beauty with sharp intelligence. Rear Window became a Hitchcock classic, and Lisa Fremont remains one of Grace's standout characters. Her next film, To Catch a Thief, was a romantic thriller set against the luxurious backdrop of the French Riviera. Starring opposite Cary Grant, the chemistry between the 2 stars created a mesmerizing and seductive film. In it, Grace played a young woman brimming with confidence, charm, and daring, a character perfectly suited to her natural beauty and style. The pinnacle of Grace Kelly's acting career came in 1954 when she won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in The Country Girl. This role was a stark departure from the glamorous characters she typically portrayed. Grace played a troubled wife, coping with her husband's alcoholism and deep emotional wounds. The role required emotional depth and subtlety, and Grace excelled, proving she was not just a beauty, but a remarkable actress. This Oscar win was the ultimate recognition of her talent and marked the peak of Grace Kelly's film career. Rumors. However, the dazzling glow of Hollywood brought not only fame and a soaring career, but also personal challenges and unwanted rumors. As she became a top-tier star, Grace also became the target of gossip columns and tabloids, always seeking to expose the hidden corners of her personal life. At the height of her career, Grace was rumored to have had romantic relationships with several famous co-stars. One of the most talked about was her alleged affair with Clark Gable, her co-star in Mogambo. The two shared close moments during filming, leading to much speculation about a real-life relationship. However, Grace kept her personal life private and never publicly confirmed any relationships, despite the persistent stories about her secret romances. Additionally, Grace was rumored to have had a relationship with leading actor Ray Milland, her co-star in Dial M for Murder. The rumor of Grace's involvement with Milland caused quite a stir in the media, especially since Milland was already married. Their closeness on set only fueled the rumors, and although neither Grace nor Milland confirmed anything, the story became a major focus of the press for a long time. Beyond the romantic rumors, Grace's life wasn't free from the pressures and challenges of fame. As a symbol of beauty and talent, she constantly faced public scrutiny about her appearance and lifestyle. The media relentlessly followed her every move, commenting on everything from her wardrobe to how she behaved at public events. This scrutiny wasn't just a part of fame, it became a burden for Grace, who valued privacy and quiet in her personal life. Royal meeting and wedding. In 1955, the fateful meeting between Grace Kelly and Prince Rainier III at the Cannes Film Festival became one of the most famous love stories in royal and Hollywood history. At the time, Grace was one of Hollywood's biggest stars, having just won an Academy Award for her role in The Country Girl. She came to Cannes not only to promote her film, but to shine at one of the most prestigious events in the film industry. During a photo shoot for a magazine in Cannes, Grace was invited to meet Prince Rainier of Monaco, a small but wealthy nation on the Mediterranean coast. The initial meeting didn't go as smoothly as planned. The shoot was delayed multiple times due to scheduling conflicts, and Grace almost canceled the visit due to technical issues at her hotel. However, fate intervened, and they finally met on May 6, 1955, at the Prince's Palace. As Grace stepped into the luxurious palace, no one could have predicted that this would be the moment that changed her life forever. From their first encounter, a strong connection developed between Grace and Prince Rainier. Both were drawn to each other's beauty and personality. Prince Rainier, ready to marry to secure the future of his principality, quickly recognized Grace as a special woman. For Grace, the romance and grandeur of royal life opened up a new vision, offering her an irresistible allure. Over the next year, they maintained a long-distance romantic relationship, with frequent phone calls and letters exchanged between Monaco and the U.S. Despite the geographical and cultural differences, their love grew stronger. Prince Rainier visited Grace's family in Philadelphia and officially proposed to her. Their decision to marry was not only a union of love, but also a significant political event for Monaco, ensuring the continuation of the Grimaldi dynasty and preventing the small nation from being annexed by France. On April 18, 1956, Grace Kelly officially became Princess of Monaco in a royal wedding that was seen as a symbol of luxury and eternity. Their wedding wasn't just a private event, but one of the most watched weddings in 20th century history. First, a brief civil ceremony was held in Monaco's throne room, attended by 3,000 citizens of Monaco. The next day, on April 19, 1956, the religious ceremony took place at St. Nicholas Cathedral in Monaco, broadcast live to millions of viewers worldwide. Grace's wedding gown, designed by Helen Rose from MGM, was a masterpiece of fashion. Made from over 25 meters of silk and lace, the dress was handcrafted by 36 seamstresses over 6 weeks. Grace appeared like a princess straight out of a fairy tale, with her elegance and nobility captivating the world. The ceremony attracted 600 distinguished guests from around the globe, including royal family members, Hollywood stars, and prominent figures in society. This event was more than just a wedding. It symbolized the union between Hollywood and royalty, between the glamour of the entertainment world and the majesty of the palace. With over 30 million viewers watching, Grace and Prince Rainier's wedding became one of the largest and most talked about royal weddings in history. It marked not only the end of Grace Kelly's illustrious film career, but also the beginning of a new chapter in her life, as a princess, a mother, and a royal icon. Royal life. What seemed like the perfect embodiment of a fairy tale, life turned out to be filled with conflicts and challenges. The relationship between Grace and Prince Rainier was tested not only by their different backgrounds, but also by their differences in personality and expectations. After the initial romantic moments, Grace gradually realized that royal life in Monaco was far from what she had imagined. Though Prince Rainier was charming as a leader, he had a possessive and controlling nature. He had high expectations for Grace in her role as princess and demanded that she adhere to the palace's strict rules. This control began to create distance between them, especially as Rainier opposed Grace's desire to continue acting, a passion she still held on to. Giving up her illustrious film career to become a princess wasn't just a sacrifice. It left Grace feeling as though she had lost part of her identity and personal freedom. An opportunity to return to acting came in 1962 when Alfred Hitchcock, her mentor and close friend, offered her the lead role in Marnie. It was a challenging role that could have reignited Grace's passion for the arts. However, Prince Rainier firmly objected, fearing that a return to Hollywood would tarnish the royal image and her role in Monaco. Despite Grace's strong desire to return to acting, Rainier's control and her duties as a mother forced her to turn down the opportunity, which became one of her greatest disappointments in the marriage. In addition to facing career limitations, Grace also dealt with health and emotional difficulties. Life within the palace, bound by strict rituals and constant expectations, weighed heavily on her. She struggled with health issues like insomnia, conjunctivitis, and allergic reactions to Monaco's environment. These struggles only deepened Grace's feelings of loneliness and isolation, especially when she couldn't find emotional support from her husband. There were moments when Grace considered divorce, feeling suffocated and yearning to escape the confines of royal life, to rediscover herself. However, her love for her children kept her anchored. As a devoted mother to Caroline, Albert, and Stephanie, the thought of leaving them behind in the event of a divorce was something Grace couldn't bear. Motherhood became the bond that held her in the marriage, even as she sacrificed her personal freedom and happiness. Although there were rare moments of affection between Grace and Rainier, their relationship was largely overshadowed by distance and loneliness. Rainier's control, combined with the pressures of royal duties, made Grace feel like she was living a life that didn't belong to her. Despite being a princess, Grace often felt as though she was trapped in a golden cage, surrounded by external grandeur but internally bound by invisible constraints from which she couldn't escape. As time went on, the distance between Grace and Rainier only grew. Rainier, as the ruler of Monaco, always had to prioritize the interests of the principality, which heightened his expectations of Grace in her royal role. Grace, once a free-spirited and passionate actress, was now confined to royal obligations. The differences in their personalities and daily lives gradually eroded the bond they once shared. Grace frequently felt alone and disconnected, even when she appeared before the public at grand royal ceremonies. Although admired for her beauty and grace, she privately endured immense loneliness. In secret letters to her mother, Grace confided her sadness and the pressures she faced, as well as her longing for Hollywood, the place where she had once soared freely with her passion for acting. She still yearned for a life where she could pursue her dreams and live fully as herself, rather than living solely for the image and responsibilities of being Princess of Monaco. Like Princess Diana years later, Grace Kelly's life was a series of challenges and pressures under the intense scrutiny of the media. Grace had to give up her illustrious film career to become Monaco's icon, enduring the limitations on her personal freedom. Meanwhile, Princess Diana, with her lively and compassionate nature, also faced the strict expectations of the British royal family. Though both were admired and loved by the public, they felt trapped in their royal roles, enduring the loneliness that came with living under the spotlight of public life, death and secrets. The tragic death of Grace Kelly on September 14, 1982, left the world in deep shock. The car accident occurred while she was driving with her daughter, Princess Stephanie, on the road from the Rock Eagle estate back to Monaco. Grace, who had suffered a sudden brain hemorrhage while driving, lost control of the vehicle, causing it to plunge off a cliff. Although she was rushed to the hospital, Grace did not survive due to severe injuries and passed away the following day. This accident not only brought immense grief to her family and those who loved her, but also left many unanswered questions. One of the biggest questions was whether Grace was really driving at the time of the accident. Initially, there were rumors that 17-year-old Princess Stephanie might have been behind the wheel, but she later denied these claims. According to Stephanie, her mother was the one driving, and the accident occurred when Grace suddenly lost control due to the unexpected stroke. However, the questions surrounding the accident never stopped. Speculation about a curse on the Grimaldi family added to the mystery around Grace's death. According to legend, the Grimaldi family had been cursed since the 13th century when a kidnapped witch declared that no member of the Grimaldi family will find true happiness in marriage. Over the generations, the family had faced numerous tragedies, from catastrophic accidents to broken marriages and family strife. Grace's sudden death only intensified the connection between this curse and the royal tragedies that the Grimaldis had endured. In addition to the questions surrounding the accident, another secret about Grace Kelly's life slowly emerged after her passing: the financial difficulties she faced throughout her marriage to Prince Rainier. When Grace decided to marry Rainier, she had to accept a significant financial condition. To marry the Prince of Monaco, the Kelly family had to pay a dowry of $2 million, a staggering sum at the time. This nearly depleted Grace's personal fortune, and afterward, she had to give up complete control of her finances when she entered royal life. The heartbreaking truth is that although Grace Kelly was once one of Hollywood's most famous and wealthy actresses, by the time of her death, much of her fortune was gone. The dowry paid for her marriage to Rainier had consumed most of her personal assets. According to documents revealed later, Grace left behind only a small amount of money in her accounts and a modest house in Ireland, completely contrary to the glamorous and opulent image the public had of her. Furthermore, the truth about Grace's health also came to light after her death. Grace had suffered from various mental and physical health issues in her final years, including insomnia and psychological stress. Those close to her revealed that Grace had battled emotional instability as she suppressed her feelings and dealt with the overwhelming expectations of royal life, which led her to depression and anxiety. These issues were exacerbated as Grace failed to find emotional support from Rainier, with whom she felt increasingly distant and cold. Additionally, Grace's relationships with other members of the royal family weren't always smooth. Rumors circulated about her lack of harmony with certain members of the Grimaldi family, as well as her tense relationship with Prince Rainier in the later years of their marriage, raising questions about how happy she truly was in her royal life. Documents and memoirs released afterward also indicated that Grace never found the peace she had hoped for within the walls of the Monaco palace. Grace Kelly's life, from the moment she stepped into Monaco's royal family until her final days, was a series of sacrifices and struggles, both emotionally and financially. Though she was a symbol of luxury and power, she endured far more than the world could have ever imagined. Her financial struggles, along with personal tragedies and the mystery surrounding her death, painted a complex and deeply emotional picture of a woman once hailed as the princess of all princesses. Grace Kelly was not only a talented actress and a royal princess, she left a profound impact on both the arts and philanthropy. Her contributions extend beyond the classic films she starred in to the humanitarian and social work she engaged in after becoming Princess of Monaco. Grace Kelly became a symbol of elegance and talent. Films like High Noon, Dial M for Murder, and Rear Window not only propelled her to the heights of fame, but also cemented her place in cinematic history. She was the archetype of complex roles, combining strength and femininity, and even today, Grace Kelly continues to inspire generations of actresses. Her films are still watched and admired, affirming that she has become an indispensable part of global film culture. After becoming the Princess of Monaco, she devoted much of her time and energy to charitable causes. She founded and supported numerous charitable organizations, including the Monaco Red Cross, where she helped those in need and raised awareness of social issues. Grace also had a deep passion for art and culture, becoming a patron of various artistic organizations and promoting arts initiatives both in Monaco and internationally. Grace Kelly's dedication to both the arts and charity left an enduring legacy, reflected in the monuments and events honoring her memory. In Monaco, Princess Grace Rose Garden, with thousands of rose bushes, was created to celebrate her life. Additionally, the Princess Grace Irish Library was established to honor her love for literature and Irish culture. These legacies not only preserve Grace's image, but also spread her love of the arts and dedication to community service. Grace Kelly remains an irreplaceable icon in both the art world and royalty. Her name is etched in the annals of film history, and her contributions to charity have left behind a lasting legacy. Through the monuments and commemorations, Grace's image continues to live on in the hearts of her admirers as a woman who was both graceful and strong, who lived and dedicated herself fully to what she cherished. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more exciting content. Leave a comment and share your thoughts. See you in the next video. Goodbye.